Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of the video. As you might remember on the first part, when I walked down here, I saw this bit I'd completely forgotten about to come back to this. So again, there's this little closed off little bit here, just a portion, and I just want to have a look at this one here. Again, some looks like some old ones there. I can see that looks like 1700s of that one. You can see late 1700s and so on. But there's some lovely lettering. And this one is sacred to the memory of Mary Lindsay, wife of Robert Lindsay of Penshaw Colliery. So they've got all these different places: Penshaw Village, New Penshaw. Just shows how some of these villages developed. But she was 34 years, so not a great age. Meek and gentle was her spirit, prudence did her life adorn. Ever shall I prize her merit, while her loss I dearly mourn. So lovely epitaph to his wife, who sadly passed away at 34. I might even come back to this place one day, because it's so big and you can't do it justice. Hey, shut the gate. That's shut. But I was just talking to a local resident there, and he said there's a few Commonwealth graves down at this particular bit, and some old headstones. So we're going to have a look down there. So I'm just getting my bloody camera bag sorted out, everything's falling out. So we'll find a way in. There's an entrance, have a look here. I'm not too sure whether this is still in use actually. Bloody going. I thought that was a gate. Oh, it's got a bolt on it, that one, so I'll have to go all the way down. Just seeing one there, I'll read it from here. To the memory of the beloved children of Thomas and Margaret Drummond of New Penshaw. Drummond, a good Scottish name, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six children are lost in infancy between 1858 and 1872. The first two sadly died with William. So aged years, I think that says 7, 2, 19, 1, 21, 22. So sadly typical. I'm going to come back up to here if I can find a way. Look at that view of the autumn with the sun coming through. I've seen a group I want to have a look at there. Right, I think this is the gate here. Must be a way in. Oh, here we are. We'll have a look at a couple of Commonwealth grave ones, but there you can see how far it stretches down, right into that corner. And I think that might be an Edwin Smythe headstone I'll have to have a look at. A few of these porcelain ones. It's quite popular at the turn of the century. I think over there they look 20th century ones, like 1940s, 50s. Possibly now there is a new cemetery. Cuthbert Mushin of Cox Green. He was 83, died 1814. So well, going back well to the start of the 1700s. There's another place, that's Penshaw Place. Oh, I've got a Commonwealth grave on here. I think it's IRL Davis, Durham Light Infantry. 22nd July 1916, I think that's 35. Here, where some of the old ones are now. George Oates of Cox Green. Looks like a long epitaph. Where was that? 10th, 1812. Sharp affliction my leave I took of wife and children. Weep not for me, nor trouble work. Some of these you can see from this distance, the lettering is still beautifully kept. John Turner Duncan, son of William and Mary Duncan of Shiny Road, died August the 25th, 1830. Got quite a few people listed there, but as you can see, it's absolutely perfect condition. Another shiny ware. Not every headstone has an epitaph. Some people probably didn't want them. Plus, it's extra cost. I have noticed lots of Scottish surnames in here, like Lambert, Duncan, Stewart, Douglas. It's a grand one. It's for members of the Elliot family. Yeah. That's a grand one in the corner as well. These tend to seem to be quite old up here. Closer to the church, closer to the village. Died at Chester Street East. That's in Sunderland. That's just, I think it's off St Mark's Road. Hortonley Spring. Thou shalt surely die, prepare to meet thy God, for thy time is short. Robert Goodwill of Hortonley Spring. So a bit of memento mori. A few up here. When I come down here, just I don't have loads of time in here. Ooh. Train is coming off. That's better. Margaret Beatty. Good northeast name, Beatty. I've got Beatty ancestors from up Weardale, but I think this comes across from Northumberland originally, borders. Underneath this turf, in dust is laid, a faithful and a virtuous maid. In virtue's path she always trod. That's for a few members of the Beatty. And now we've got another cleanse, Penshaw Stave. So I'm guessing that's probably somewhere down by the river. Just guessing if anybody knows. So there's quite loads of different bits of Penshaw. Who's this one here? This looks a fine one. Sir George Eliot Bart MP in Tolkien. Somebody I've not heard of, so I must have been the MP for this particular area. I know Hortonley Spring used to have its own MP way back in there. Oh, that's an interesting, that's a nice surname. Officer, Reverend Joseph Officer, Wesleyan minister, born at Hull, Died in Durham, 1879. And his wife was born at Shiny Row and she died at Sunderland, so probably he met her on his journeys. These ministers used to go all over the country on different circuits. I think I had a look at those ones. That's a lovely house just there. We've got a lovely view of the church and across the Durham area before all the trees grew. Surprised I hadn't seen more. This is William, the beloved husband of Mary Romney, who was accidentally killed at Biddick Colliery. It's 25 years. Biddick's over in part of Washington now. As I said, there's many collieries around here. There's a new bottle. Penshaw. And it even goes, the cemetery even goes around that corner. I'm going to go down here along here because I think I saw some of the work of one of Sunderland's finest sculptures. This is to Elizabeth, wife of William Hill, who died. I'll read this a bit. I can read it from here actually. This languishing head is rest, its thinking and aching are over. This quiet, immovable breast in heaven is heaved by affection no more. This heart is no longer the seat of trouble and torturing pain. It ceases to flutter and beat. It never shall flutter again. '67. Wilson Vardy. I don't know if any relation to the the old car dealership. There's quite a few Vardys around here. As you can see, that area right along the back is there. Must be the most up to, like, the newest part of the cemetery. There's flowers still being laid on a couple of notices, and there's quite a few Commonwealth graves lit in here. I'm going to go down here, just have a look at this one here. J.D. Goodwin, Pioneer Course, 24th of October 1944, age 44. So World War II graves. There's Great War, World War II. That one, the William the Beloved, husband of Dorothy, I think that's Rudd, late of Shiny Row, who departed this life at his son's residence, Merton Junction, May the 29th, 1895. So we even get the place where he died. It was his son's house. And he was in the employment of the North Eastern Railway for 49 years. I'm hoping this is an Edwin Smythe, one of Sunderland's most well-known sculptors. I think it is. He was known for his mosaics and his lettering. He did other things. Yes. And at E. Smith, Chester Road, Sunderland. I've not seen that before, where it's actually got the name. he had like a business up near Westlands, opposite the cemetery. Obviously handy for business. But he did bird baths, he did lots of different things. Thanks. Look at all that. There's a little Commonwealth grave section there where there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Men that sadly passed away in the war. Just have a quick check, see where they are. (1917) DLI. I don't know the figures, but back then Penshaw would have been a small village. The amount of families who probably lost somebody in the war. I'll leave you with that lovely autumnal view of the churchyard. Sun coming through. So I'll end the video there. So thank you very much for watching the video. If you do like it, give it a like. If you wish to subscribe, click on the subscribe option so you'll get updates on any future videos. So thank you for watching. That was part 2 of All Saints in Penshaw. So thanks a lot. Take care.